Welcome to Idea TV News Update. I am Chinatu Oji. We begin with the headlines. Experts call for smarter driver training to curb road track crashes in Lagos. Cali Air boosts fleet with leased CRJ-1000 jet from AFCFTA. M23 rebels accused of massacre in eastern DR Congo despite ongoing peace efforts. SA Minister GAYTON MCKENZIE under fire over racial slur post away from Africa. China nears debut of humanoid robots with artificial womb. And in business, women entrepreneurs train for cross-border trade under AFCFTA. California delegation explores investment opportunities in Nigeria's creative and energy sector. In sports, Lagos face of 5 Stars League kicks off with celebrity showdown and grassroots excitement. Now the news in full. Transportation experts and stakeholders are calling for the adoption of modern, learner-focused driver training methods to improve road safety and support economic growth. The appeal came during the Lagos State Drivers Institute LEASED annual Train the Trainer workshop themed Drivers Education, a panacea for economic growth and development. The Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun CME, who declared the event open, reaffirmed the state's commitment to building a safer transport network through structured training and strict adherence to driving standards. Founder of Lead Driving Academy, Ojo Balogun, advocated for training that aligns with different learning styles, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. He demonstrated the impact of impaired driving using drunk driving simulation goggles, effectively showing how alcohol affects coordination and judgment. Moving on. Cali Air, the state-owned airline of Cross River State, Nigeria, has expanded its fleet through the successful lease of 2 Bombardier CRJ-1000 regional jets from global aviation firm AFCFTA Limited. The aircraft acquired from Regional One and placed under a finance lease agreement are part of Cali Air's strategy to deepen regional connectivity and aviation growth across West Africa. In a strategic partnership, Nigerian carrier ValueJet will operate and manage the aircraft under its own air operator certificate handling daily operations, while Cali Air retains ownership. This arrangement was formalized shortly after the Cross River State government took delivery of the jet and engaged ValueJet for operational support. AFCFTA described the deal as a significant milestone in its African market expansion, aligning with Cali Air's ambition to become a key regional player. Moving on. Human Rights Watch has accused the M23 rebel group of killing at least 140 people in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo last month, in one of its deadliest atrocities since the group's resurgence in 2021. Witnesses say the Rwandan-backed rebels targeted Hutu civilians in at least 14 villages near Virunga National Park using machetes and gunfire to carry out executions, including of women and children. The group is alleged to have blocked roads to trap civilians and prevent their escape. The killings occurred during a campaign against the Hutu-dominated FDLR militia, with HRW warning the actual death toll may exceed 300, echoing similar figures from the United Nations. Witnesses reported mass executions, bodies dumped in rivers, and threats that forced immediate burials without funeral rites. Despite widespread allegations, the M23 has denied any involvement, and the Rwandan government has also rejected claims of supporting the rebel group as sensational and unfounded. The massacre cast a shadow over ongoing peace effort brokered by the U.S. and Qatar. A ceasefire signed in July has faltered, with M23 recently pulling out of further talks, accusing the Congolese government of failing to uphold its commitments. Human Rights Watch is now calling on the UN Security Council and international partners to impose sanctions and push for accountability, warning that continued impunity risks fueling further atrocities in the region. Moving ahead now to South Africa, outspoken Sports Minister GAYTON MCKENZIE is facing public and political backlash after past social media posts surfaced in which he used an apartheid-era racial slur against black people. The posts made over a decade ago have prompted the South African Human Rights Commission to demand a public apology and deletion of the content. MCKENZIE, a controversial figure known for championing the colored community, has refused to apologize, claiming he identifies as both black and colored. The controversy erupted after MCKENZIE criticized a popular podcast for derogatory remarks about colored people. In the fallout, critics unearthed his old offensive post where he used the deeply painful K-word, a term symbolic of apartheid-era dehumanization. MCKENZIE has defended himself, citing his mixed-race background and involvement in the anti-apartheid struggle, but critics argue the SLUR reinforces divisions in a nation still grappling with its racial legacy. MCKENZIE's Patriotic Alliance has gained support among colored South Africans, and his inclusion in President Ramaphosa's coalition government was seen as a strategic move to broaden representation. However, this latest scandal has sparked renewed calls for racial unity and accountability. Away from Africa now, in a step for reproductive science, Chinese firm Kaiwa Technology is preparing to unveil a humanoid robot integrated with a fully functional artificial womb, potentially redefining the future of childbirth. Scheduled for release in 2026, the innovation aims to facilitate interactive pregnancy, where the robot oversees the entire gestation process, from fertilization to birth without human intervention. While artificial wombs have previously sustained premature animal births in lab settings, this marks the first attempt to combine that technology within a humanoid robotic host. The system mimics the natural uterine environment using synthetic amniotic fluid and a nutrient-delivering umbilical equivalent. Researchers say the science is already stable, and the focus has now shifted to robotic integration for controlled full-term gestation. The development could reshape fertility solutions, especially in countries like China facing declining birth rates. With a projected cost of 100,000 yuan, around 11,000 pounds, this robot offers a more accessible alternative to traditional surrogacy, positioning itself as a transformative, cost-effective option for hopeful parents worldwide. Let's go on a quick break, then this continues on the other side. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Idea TV News Update. Now on the rest of the stories. In business, over 80 women in Lagos have participated in a 3-day capacity building workshop designed to enhance their ability to engage in cross-border trade within the African Continental Free Trade Area framework. The event provided participants with practical training on business structuring, regulatory compliance, and assessing export markets, focusing on empowering women-led enterprises to grow beyond local boundaries. Participants took part in specialized sessions on tax compliance, business registration, trade regulations, and digital data protection. Business clinics during the workshop provided immediate assistance with issues such as company registration and loan access, with key agencies offering on-site support to help attendees formalize their operations and become investment-ready. Facilitated by experts from several national agencies and supported by international partners, the workshop also highlighted the role of inclusive trade in economic development. Attendees left the event with concrete action plans and renewed confidence to expand their businesses across the continent, marking a step forward in integrating women into Africa's growing trade network. Moving on, Nigeria's economic potential received renewed attention as a delegation from the California Africa Climate and Economic Partnership engaged with local business leaders in Lagos. The discussions focused on boosting foreign direct investment in Nigeria's creative industries, technology, renewable energy, and climate initiatives. The event highlighted recent reforms and economic gains, including improved oil output, stronger financial markets, and a renewed push for regulatory transparency and investor protections. Speakers at the event emphasized the impact of new laws such as the Electricity Act, CAMA 2020 and the Arbitration and Mediation Act, which have streamlined businesses' operations and opened new doors for foreign investors. Participants also noted tax incentives, simplified business registration, and decentralized energy policies as game changers for attracting international capital. Legal and economic experts assured the visiting delegation that Nigeria now offers greater ease of doing business with reduced government interference and clearer dispute resolution pathways. California officials, including Transport Secretary Turks Sakin and Energy Secretary Naomi Gallardo, expressed enthusiasm for deeper economic collaboration. Sakin cited Nigeria's size and cultural influence as major draws for investment, especially in entertainment and technology, while Gallardo emphasized a shared interest in balancing energy development with climate goals. The delegation's visit signaled a growing interest from U.S. states in partnering with Africa's largest economy, with leaders optimistic about the future joint ventures. And now in sports, the 2025 edition of the Five Stars League theme Big Seven shifted gears to Lagos following the conclusion of the Abuja phase, where Energy FC clinched the title after a tense penalty shootout. The Lagos phase kicked off at Showtime Arena Lekki with a high-energy celebrity match featuring musical stars like Mayor Kun, Black Bones, DJ Neptune, Scales, and influencers, drawing a vibrant crowd and creating a festive atmosphere for football and entertainment lovers alike. The opening day witnessed 8 fiercely contested matches despite drizzling conditions, including a highly anticipated rematch between past champions Sizoko FC and Snow Lions FC, ending in a goalless draw. Snow Lions Akinwale, wearing jersey number 10, emerged as the first man of the match in the Lagos edition. The event attracted major brand sponsors and partners, and further elevating the league's growing prestige. Organizers hailed the opening as a major success, highlighting the league's role in grassroots football development, youth empowerment, and talent discovery. With the Lagos phase running until August 28, all eyes are now on which team will emerge to face Abuja champions Energy FC in the national final set for October this year. And that's the most we can take on news updates. But before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Experts call for smarter driver training to curb road crashes in Lagos. Cali Airbus fleet with leased CRJ-1000 jet from AFCFTA. M23 rebels accused of massacre in eastern DR Congo despite ongoing peace efforts. SA Minister GAYTON MCKENZIE under fire over racial slur post. Away from Africa, China nears debut of humanoid robot with artificial womb. And in business, women entrepreneurs trained for cross-border trade under AFCFTA. California delegation explores investment opportunities in Nigeria's creative and energy sector. In sports, Lagos phase of Five Stars League kicks off with celebrity showdown and grassroots excitement. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms at Idea TV. I am Chinatu Adri. Enjoy the rest of your day.